Sheriff's Department, search warrant!
Sheriff's Department!
It's the Wild West out here.
Since the legalization of marijuana, one of the major concerns is water.
People are being able to have these illegal grows, steal water, and it's maybe a $500 fine.
Phelan is located on the eastern portion of the San Bernardino County. We border LA.
The district was created in 2008, and 80% of the people voted for this to become an independent district, which includes water, solid waste, street lighting, and parks and recreation. The groundwater in the high desert is the Mojave Basin.
We have an adjudicated groundwater basin, which means every water drop is precious.
Mojave Water Agency controls how much water we can extract from the ground. Right now we are ramped down to about 50% of the water rights that we own. So if we own 3,500 acre-feet of water, we can extract 50% of that. Over the next few years, it's going to ramp down to 25% of the water that we have.
These illegal marijuana grows are extracting that water. They're impacting our basin. It makes our constituents and myself feel sad that this has happened in our area.
The passage of the new laws has made it more difficult as it's brought marijuana from a felony now down to a misdemeanor. Fines and penalties and jail sentences have lessened.
If you look around the area, nobody has grass in their yard anymore because we've done cutbacks through the state, 20% here, and the upcoming 15% reduction is even worse. And it's just going to cost people money to import water. When we have illegal use of water, whether it be people extracting water from the ground through non-permitted wells or wells that were permitted through the county improperly, that hurts our water production and the rights that we have.
Each plant per day can use up to 6 gallons of water. And some of the cultivations that I've been involved in taking down, you have upwards of 3,000 to 5,000 plants. So when you start doing the math, that is a lot of water being used for an illegal operation.
Each one of these yellow dots is a grow. Most of the ones in this area are anywhere from 5 to 200 or more greenhouses on one piece of property. The blue squares are wells that were permitted by the county without the option for the district to comment on CEQA. One of the side effects of that is all the chemicals that they use, the fertilizers and the bug repellents on these plants, and there's no oversight from anybody. These chemicals are banned in the state of California. The chemicals can easily travel down through the wells, or if it's saturated long enough, work its way down into the water table and contaminate the basin.
Today we're serving 4 search warrants at cultivations here in the Phelan El Mirage area.
We're going to go to a vacant parcel of land that's off of Power Line Road. It's going to have 4 greenhouses on it. Greenhouses have, I believe it may be a chain link fence around it. To access the property, we're just going to cut the barbed wire, walk right in.
Hey, who's got less than from the dog? Hey, the door on the other side is open. You can come out? Nope, nobody's coming. I'm on. Sheriff's Department, search warrant! Sheriff's Department! Get on the back.
The impact that the marijuana grow has had on our community has been tremendous. It's affected pretty much everybody in the community in one way or another. From the smell, from stealing water, people were fearful of going into places.
We don't have the manpower to go out and hit every single marijuana grow. We hit them, another week goes by, they're back up and running. They're not afraid of the crime. And the money is so good in the illegal industry that they can afford to pay the meaningless fines that they're being fined. There is no punishment. As far as what state legislators could do for us, I think stiffer penalties should be enacted.
It is not fair that we're asked to cut back 15%, yet we have growers stealing that amount.
I would estimate that there's about 2,500 acre-feet of water a year extracted for the illegal grows, about equal with the number of connections that we have and the amount of water that our customers use. We have 25,000 customers that live in the district with 7,200 connections. So they are using an equal amount of water to what is legally being taken out of the basin. There's no way to replenish that much water. We have the opportunity right now, if there's some stronger penalties put in place, to stop these illegal grows. If we wait too much longer to pursue this and stop these grows and the importing of these illegal chemicals that are used on the ground, it could be just a matter of a couple more years before that contamination works its way down into the basin.